Welcome back to the Chunky Kings channel, Gooners and Goonettes. Today we're doing a little bit different, no game review, but we are just going to tier list the girls from being a dick in the tiers that I think they were within the game. This is all opinion based, so don't get too mad at me, but this is objectively right because it's coming from me. All right, so whip your dicks out, whip your clits out, and let's get to it. Number one, we have Zoe. Uh, Zoe wasn't in the game like at all. She has like one scene, and it's like from your past memories, basically. Hang on, D and C are swapped around. What the fuck is that? There we go. um, she is objectively beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love me a blue-haired girl. I love me a little alt girl. But barring really anything from the story that she has gave so far, other than just being a past romantic love interest, it's hard to put her anywhere really above D. She just hasn't had the time or any of the action within the story yet. Next up, we have Lily. I really enjoy Lily in this game. I'm gonna put Lily in the B tier. She does have a couple great scenes while she is a sex worker of sorts. She's also part of the hot sorority. She's a very interesting girl going into season 3. Also, just a heads up, this is for season 1 and 2 only. This is barring season 3. It has nothing to do with season 3 yet. I will revisit this list when season 3 fully comes out and I do replay it. But for right now, we're throwing Lily in B tier. She is somewhat of a background love interest right now, but she has kind of a great upbeat, spunky personality, and her scenes are great. So I'm gonna put her in the B tier. Next up, I'm Riona. Oh, Riona's a difficult one. I think we're gonna put her in the B tier as well. I think she's one of the few hot girls that does stick out because she does have a little bit. She's a little side chapter where she's being stalked the whole game, basically. Other than that, her scenes are great. She's just a really chill, mellow girl. Other than that, barring anything else that happens in season 3, I don't see her moving really up or down. I think her place in the story is fine where it's at. She's just a secondary character with great scenes. Next up, we have Bella. Bella's gonna be our first S tier. Let's fucking go. Bella's an interesting one. Season 1 and 2, you don't get full scenes with her yet, but I think just based off her character is such a carry throughout this whole story. She's such an interesting character. The drama that she brings with somewhat quasi being married and also being another love interest is Jill's best friend, and the way you try to navigate that is really fun within the game. She's called the Ice Queen for a reason. She's really mean, brutish, brutal, but that death stare, that death glare, that just does something to me. That gets me going. So it's surprising to see her in S tier without any full scenes, but I think her character and everything around her is just, it's just perfect. Chef's kiss. Next up, we have Envy. Envy is one of the Rose workers as well, but she doesn't have as big as a place in the story as Lily does. I'm gonna put Envy in C tier for now. She hasn't done much in the story, but she has been in the story honestly quite a bit more near the end of season 2. And so I think that's enough of a bump to not be in D tier itself. Very, very little scenes with her as well, but enough in the story where you can't just put her at D tier. Next up, we have Madame Rose. I'm gonna put her right in the D tier as well, other barring one scene in the game. She has absolutely nothing to do with the game, just that background character. Same with Sandy. I'm gonna go D tier as well, other than being from the Rose as well, just a background character that does absolutely nothing for the story. I don't think you really do anything with her as well. So no action, no scenes. Get out of here. Go right in the D. Then we have our next S tier, my girl Sage. To me, she's number 1. I'm gonna be honest. Overall, I think she's the only girl within the game as a main girl that you can get with that doesn't care if you're a massive chick or massive dick. She will get with you either way. And then her background story of being with Chad and how she's overcoming that, surprisingly deep thoughts and well fleshed out within it. Her scenes are absolutely amazing. Some of the best scenes in the game that you get with Sage as well. So, just great character. One of the few people you can get with no matter what path you choose within the game. And great scenes. That's an automatic S tier for me. Next up, we have Heather. Heather's going right in the D tier. I find Heather so annoying in the game. I know she has to put up with Tommy, but I don't really Tommy as a character either. You can't romanticize her or anything really. You see her naked like one time, but she's going right in the D tier. Next up we have Ashley. Ashley's also going D. She's just Derek's love interest. Other than the story, she doesn't really do much with that. You can kind of hit on her here and there, but outside of that, you don't get any really scenes with her. She's just there as Derek's girl, basically. Next up, we have Sarah. Sarah's gonna go in a B tier. While you do get scenes with Sarah, she's just kind of a side piece of yours. You can't really. She's not a romantic path that you can go down right now. I don't think she ever really will be. She's just one of the hot girls. Um, Honestly, now that I'm saying it, I might bump Lily up to A then, because I believe in the future it is hinted at that you can get with her, and she does want to get with you. So shout out to Sarah for getting Lily bumped up to A. Um, so yeah, we're gonna keep. I do love Sarah out of all the hot girl meals that you can get with Quinn. I do like Sarah the best. So she doesn't have a real lot of character, but her scenes are well done. So I'm gonna keep her in B personally. Next up we have Maya. I'm think I'm gonna put Maya in A with Lily. While Maya is one of the main love interests in the game, and she does have a surprisingly well thought out background and deeper, complex character, I just see Maya as an A character for right now. I know it's hinted at that she does start coming out of her shell in season 3, but for season 1 and 2, um, for me, she's personally just an A. She's kind of bland at points. Her scenes are well done, relatively well done as well, but for me personally, she's just. I just like her in the A tier. I don't think she's up to par with Sage and Bella. That's crazy because Bella's an S and she doesn't have any like extreme scenes. But I love that's just the magic of Bella, baby. But A is where I'm gonna put her. That might be a hot take, as she is one of the main romantic love interests, but I'm gonna keep her at A. Next up, we have Quinn. I'm also gonna put Quinn in A. Quinn has a very interesting backstory, and she is there throughout the whole game, just kind of being a bitch to you. But you can see her slowly start to develop feelings for you. Her scenes are great. She starts to lean. If you're a massive, you have to be a massive dick to even look at Quinn's direction. You have to be a massive dick. You have to be just an asshole all game, and she'll love you. But other than that, I think A is good for her. Her scenes are good. I believe, like I said, season 3, of course. I believe there will be time to pursue her, but for season 1 and 2, she is not a main romantic love interest. But her scenes are great, great story. But you have to be a massive dick to get with her. Next up, we have a swiper chick that you meet in the bathroom one time. Oh, I think she belongs in D. I mean, outside of that little bathroom scene, like there's not really much you can do with her other than the swiper app too. I legitimately don't even know who this is. I'll be honest. I don't recognize her, so she's going right to D. Next up, we have Kathy. I'm gonna put Kathy in C tier. She's the one of two teachers that you can get with throughout the game. Um, Outside of her getting leaked by I forget who does. Someone leaks her, and her story goes a little bit more into depth. But outside of just being a teacher that you can bang and just being a little bit of character driven, I think that pushes her right up to C as she's in the story enough. Next up, we got Camilla. Camilla. I'm gonna put Camilla in. I'm gonna put Camilla in. This is hard. It's C or B. I'm gonna put her in C. I don't think she's in this story enough. While her scenes are really good whenever she does pop up. But I think just like the not being in the story, not really doing much in the story, she's kind of like a Kathy where you get a little bit of character and one or two good scenes, but that's really about it. There's no like anything other than that. So I think I'm gonna put her in C, but she's borderline B. Next up, we have Becca or Becky. It's automatic D tier. You get with her like one time. She's kind of a bitch outside of that, but she doesn't do anything. We have Jade up next. I'm gonna go Jade as B. I'm gonna put her above Kathy as the other teacher love interest because she does have a more in-depth story that is cliffhangered in the end of season 2 going to season 3, as she is, spoiler alert, Jade's or Sage's adoptive mother. But she has great scenes. If you have a mommy kink, this is your fucking girl. She absolutely fills that hole and that need for you. But yeah, great scenes. She might get put up to A, maybe depending on the story, and we'll see where that goes. Next up, we have Josie. I'm gonna put Josie in S tier. While she does is the handcuff to Maya, basically. I like Josie more as a character. I think her scenes are better personally. Also, I just prefer brunettes over blondes, so that's objectively biased out of me. But I think as a she's a little bit of a ditz here and there, not as a in-depth thinker I would say as Maya, but I think Josie has better scenes and just the better. I don't even know if she has the better background. I just enjoy her more as a character throughout the story than Maya itself. And Maya being A tier, Josie I think being better is obviously S tier. So with Jill, the little sweetheart of the game, I'm gonna put Jill in A for now. While she is one of the main romantic love interests, she has a great backstory, and she's handcuffed, obviously. Bella almost fucked up her name, called her Becky. She's the handcuff to her. While you don't get many great scenes with her, she's just a little sweetheart girl that you have to be a massive chick to get with her. She's the complete opposite of Quinn. While she doesn't get many in-depth scenes right now, she's obviously a very well constructed romantic interest that you have to put in the work for, and that sometimes that's just life. And I love her story, so that's going A. And lastly, of Melanie, I'm gonna put her right into C. I think you get one or two scenes with her, and she's just another. She might go D. Um, we'll keep her in C for now, I guess. Because I don't have any of the hot sisters other than these two down here in a higher tier. So we're gonna go C for Melanie. And I mean, not much to say honestly. She doesn't have much scenes, not really in the game as well. But I like overall these people on the bottom, so we'll take that. So yeah, this is my list. It's objectively right. If you disagree with it, you're completely wrong. But let me know what you think, what I got wrong, what were my hot takes, what you didn't like to see, what you love to see. But this is my tier list for being a dick. We have Bella, Sage, and Josie in S, Lily, Maya, Quinn, and Jill in A, Riona, Sarah, Jade in B, Envy, Kathy, Camilla, Melanie in C, or I mean, I don't know if I said B or C. We have Riona, Sarah, and Jade in B, Envy, Kathy, Camilla, Melanie, and C, and then Zoe, Madam Rose, Sandy, Heather, Ashley, Swiper Girl, Don't Know Girl, and Becca in D. But yep, that's my list. Let me know. I'll see you later, Gooners and Goonettes. Have a good one.